Let's introduce to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Man, that nigga trash, man. You looted that ball, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Bad name for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
That shit should have been pick 6 now.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quit playing with me.
To throw again. Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block on the spot.
When your game,
set up inside the red zone for their offense.
That nigga internet trash, man. What you got, mobile? Boots.
I am going 480. Mike 54.
Can't even pick a fucking play.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
58.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
I get it back.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and he slings one that's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They fucked me over there. Look at you affecting this shit.
I got you, boy.
1st down, here's White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work.
I'm a new dummy, don't you?
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on Ezekiel Elliott, gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, man, official Mike,
Brady
man.
and the Patriots now first
and
10.
I'm going to kick in the guy, man.
25-yard line. Now a pass dropped off here for James White.
Damn, man.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore-Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Brady, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now
the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3.
He ain't being sporty. He's taking it in.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Shit,
and those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Giants ain't got no goddamn team.
I know, man. That nigga just got in and traded that nigga that bull. He traded Barkley to get some.
Yeah, I couldn't be over there with Barkley and the Monk niggas.
After the
and he got John Ross. So I can't go back and get
he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to
bring your boy
distance.
Malik on the corner. It's another team too. They ain't nobody using, man.
Essentially the same play again. Continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got another first down. The tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Clogging up your nose and shit. They got no box.
In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown,
who
here's Marr to kick it away.
Running the ball, he threw playing. Who that is?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga I'm playing, man, got some good defense, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Got to do better. Come on, Ozzy! Ozzy!
The final shot before half for Brady. And it is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return.
Let you calm down, dog.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis.
Calm down, Kyle.
Set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway.
Man, as soon as I scored, your game cut out.
Yeah. Interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Man, I'm the truth in the booth.
They sell their
why they call me
each and every week to the head coach. Don't
do
they?
it.
And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He ain't used to winning. I know you.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. On first down, Elliott.
Man, this
he's going to lose yardage and be
dude.
backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Brady trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Prescott on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, pick that shit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back to the 20. Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee.
Man, that nigga just quit on me, man. God damn, man.